What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Ria and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Fran is back. She was out on Wednesday dealing with a little bit of a sickness, a little bit of a cold, one might say.
Yeah, I'm battling something.
Yeah, how are we feeling?
I'm all right. I feel better. It's just the cough. It's a lingering cough.
Lingering cough, the worst
cough.
kind.
Yeah, it's not great. But no, I did not feel good for a few days there. There's something going around. Clearly, I've had a lot of people from different walks all like. I felt bad because I was supposed to go up to Maine this weekend to spend time with my high school friends. We had a weekend planned. And I just was like, I didn't know if that's a good idea. And then I had texted, and little did I know, one of my other friends who doesn't live here, she lives down in Baltimore, was like, in the Baltimore area, was like, oh shit, I'm sick too. I was like debating if I was going to force myself to make the trip, but then we were like, two of us are sick. It's just, it sadly fell.
You'll have to reschedule.
Apart. Well, yeah, because then it's just two of us are hacking up along around everybody else. It's just not exactly enjoyable. But
yeah, very exciting though. Jonas Brothers at MetLife on Sunday.
I'm so excited.
We're
so
both going
excited.
separately.
I just need to rest up,
Yeah, you do need to rest up this weekend for the show.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm so excited. I mean, MetLife is ginormous. Like, such a huge moment for them. They've really been doing all their promo on planes, trains, and automobiles, the whole thing, you know. Boats. They did. Sorry.
They're doing a lot of promo. They're teasing a ton of things.
Yeah. They did a show. They performed on a boat on the New York City ferry. Which, let me tell you, when I woke up Wednesday morning, I saw that text. The Jonas Brothers text came in and said, surprise. Yeah. NYC, first 200 people get to Pier 11. I was like, do I? And then I was like, no, I was like, I cannot do that. I do not feel well.
Yeah, that would have been pushing it.
Well. They're posing with the New Jersey Transit. You can take the Hometown Express over to MetLife Sunday night. The whole thing. They're getting everything locked and loaded. Nick's teasing about special surprises throughout the show. So I think it's going to be a ton of fun.
There's nothing they love more than teasing surprises.
They do love a surprise. And apparently we're getting four. Four surprises is what Nick said.
Well, I will be keeping tabs while I'm there on what these surprises are.
A countdown.
Yes.
Like, if there's anything less than four,
I will.
Do you think they're going to be like, all right, surprise number one?
Yeah. Trust me, I'm keeping tabs
anything
on
less
the show.
than four surprises, I will not be happy. I have a feeling that I don't want to throw out too many guesses. I have some ideas, but I do also think they'll get the original band together for some stuff.
Like the OG.
Like John Taylor. I think they'll get the OG band up there to play some songs.
I feel like we could pretty much assume Big Rob will make an appearance. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I'm locking that down as one of the surprises.
Right.
Because
that's so true.
He was at Jonas Con. But very excited for that. Going to be a lot of fun.
So
like
fun.
I said, we're both going, but we're not going together.
We're going separately.
Yeah, we are.
Which is not not necessarily.
Not purposely.
Not necessarily on purpose. It's just like I've had these plans to go for months since they announced it. We had tickets to go, me and my Jonas girlies. So.
Yes, and then I got the Envy this week.
Yeah,
and I was like, I'm so there.
Yeah.
So that'll be very exciting. Yeah. I had a new obsession this week where I blame your sister Gia.
Oh,
she posted about KATSEYE.
Oh, I started the first episode just because I saw the two of you posting about it.
Watched the entire thing in a night.
Yeah.
Okay, like I stayed up.
Popstar Academy,
KATSEYE on Netflix. This came out in 2024. Yeah. Okay. You may know that the Dream Academy was like a show they did online that is in. Maybe you didn't get to that part yet.
No.
Okay,
so let me watch the first episode.
Actually, let me just hold in. I don't want to spoil for you, but I will say the Dream Academy is.
You could spoil it.
A show that took place on the internet to find this new girl group, and then Popstar Academy is the show about the show. There's layers to it.
Right.
So it's a show about
Dream
a show.
Academy already happened where they got the hundreds of that 100,000 people apply for it.
No, Dream Academy happens later on in the show.
Oh,
that's why I'm telling you that I'm spoiling something. For you.
So
that happens later on in the show where the girls.
But they're already there.
Yes. But they surprise them with the fact that they're doing
Another one?
No, they surprise them with the fact you're not following me. You're
I'm
not
not.
even letting me
I'm
talk about it.
Well, I'm confused.
They
sorry.
surprise the trainees and all the girls there with the fact that they are doing an elimination show to find the group. So right now they think you're in the first episode. Right now they think they're just training and they're going to decide who's in the group. Little do they know they're going to do a show that takes place on the internet. And these girls are going to be competing against each other.
I gotcha.
And people online are going to be voting.
I gotcha.
Yes.
And that all happened.
Everything has happened
No,
already.
that's what I'm saying. Like that, like Dream Academy happened online. They picked the group. Like
yes, but
the group was
the
formed.
execs also have a say in it. So the voting.
Because I did look them up on Spotify.
Yeah.
They're a group.
Yes, they are a full group.
Yeah.
The voting does happen. But the execs have final say.
I gotcha.
But the voting comes into
play.
play.
The documentary is really following them from the beginning.
Yes.
Of when they come in and then they find out that they're going to be like in a competition show.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And they are thrown off and it's a whole thing. Because they're like, we didn't sign up for this, but now we're in it.
We're in it.
So it's a whole thing. But
the whole thing really is crazy.
It is insane.
It's like come to LA, live in this house, dance your little hearts out for every day, 24 hours a day.
You just learn so much about K-pop in general. And this is, a global pop band because it's not just K-pop.
Right.
You learn so much about the training that goes in because they have trainees that come in that were training with K-pop for years. That like you'll see that later on in the show. It's just so like the dedication and the hard work that these people put in to this is insane. Like so many props to them. They are so unbelievably talented. But some of them are dancers and some of them are singers. And you know what? A lot of them ain't both.
Right.
You're watching, you're like, oh God, her voice sounds horrible.
Right.
But she's an amazing dancer.
Right.
And they judge it based on star power, teaching ability.
That I saw in the beginning.
So many things they're judged based off. Like you can have a shit voice, but you could be the best dancer in that group. And they're going to train you to have a better voice.
Yeah.
But you won't be the top vocalist in the group. You'll be a background vocalist. Like there's just so much that goes into it. I became obsessed with this in a night. I watched it all. And I blame Gia's stories because Gia was posting about it. I was like, I've never heard of KATSEYE. All of a sudden, I'm in, watch the whole thing. Now my entire For You page on TikTok is all videos of KATSEYE. So I then found out who was in the group. When I was about 6 episodes deep, I found out who was in the group because I started getting TikToks about it. And I was like, you know what? That's fine because now I know who's in the group and I can watch this show in a different lens of knowing who they end up with.
To that point.
So it is so fascinating and I highly recommend. It's a great watch. It's a whole other world of how they the music groups and how they train these people to be in the groups, and you can't miss a step, you can't miss a beat. They are incredible. They really are. And
I listened to a couple songs.
Listen, I'm not really into the songs, but I'm so impressed with their talent that I support them. You know, like I don't know if I'll be listening to their music, but I support them as a group because
I clicked on their freaking Spotify. I think it said that they have like 24 million monthly listeners.
They do.
Like, holy shit.
They do. It's insane. They had a La La day set. 80,000 people came to their La La day set. The biggest day set somebody's had.
Wow.
So it's insane. They're iconic. Get it? KATSEYE.
KATSEYE.
They call their
KATSEYE
fans
iconic.
iconics.
I like that.
It's like,
that's cute.
It's just, there's a formula that goes into it and the way that Hybe and I forget the other, they go about this. It's all very genius and it all clicked because when you're watching the show, God,
they put these kids through the ringer.
They really do. But when you're watching,
from
you're
a young
like,
age over there too, and the K-pop machines, like they start training. They're so young,
for sure. But you're watching this and you're like, is this group? Did it come out to be anything? And then all of a sudden you look them up. They got 24 million monthly Spotify, and all of a sudden 80,000 people at Lollapalooza. I'm like, how come I've never heard of them until this? Apparently their Lala set though really had a lot more eyes on them, and I think that's why more people are now watching the documentary on Netflix. Even just this week, because I saw it at the top and I was like, I thought it was new. And then I saw that it was in 2024. I'm like, wait, what? It's been over a year since all this, but I was locked in learning about, there are girls 15 years old, 16 years old.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And, here I am going to the gym for an hour, huffing and puffing.
Right.
Meanwhile, they're all day, every day, busting it out.
Could have been you. You could have been that Could have been that one girl that was like, I don't really have the talent, but I knew I was gonna be a star.
I mean,
and she can't really sing or dance.
I won't spoil, but one of the girls who makes it in to the group had no prior training.
Yeah.
No actual dance or singing training.
Yep. Crazy.
But she
just got that thing.
She had talent.
Yeah.
She did. But she became so talented being a part of this group. Like,
right.
Why didn't I get put into this training?
Well, it's also, I think, being in that kind of environment really pushes you, pulls everything out of you.
Well, it does become sort of a thing. Like she didn't show up to rehearsals a lot, and the other girls start getting really mad.
Yeah, I'd be mad too.
Because they're like, we've been here since day one. She's not even showing up to rehearsals, but people online are voting for her a ton.
Ooh.
And then the execs, they picked her to be in it. And now I think she talked about it. She's like, I now understand how serious this is, but I didn't quite understand the magnitude and how like serious rehearsals really were because I had never had prior training. And they're all from different countries. She's from Switzerland. Like there's so many different backgrounds, which is so beautiful to see them all come together and work together. And they're like they become besties. And my God, when people get eliminated, is it heartbreaking? Like I'm crying with them. Like there were some eliminations where I had full on tears because of what was happening. So I recommend if anyone's looking for like a good binge where they want to find out about this new girl group, go for it. Then I started watching Making a Band, the new one on Netflix. You don't go back to that because it's not the same at all.
No.
Like I shut it off at the first episode because I was so bored compared to what I was watching.
Yeah.
On Popstar Academy.
Making a Band, is they're just trying to make a boy band, or is it just a band in general?
Bands in general, and it's like they can't see them; they're just listening to their voices.
Yeah, I've seen the
which I'm just
and stuff for it.
It's so different from when I was watching with Popstar Academy because they're looking at every quality of them,
right?
Like how they look, star quality, all of that. Like,
yeah, they're trying to base it off more like The Voice, like where it's just like
off your voice,
your talent first.
You gotta have star power.
Yeah,
it's very important. Yeah. Such an interesting watch. Highly recommend. I had people yelling at me in my DMs though because I posted I was watching it, and a bunch of listeners were like, Ria, you have so much to watch. And I was like, you're so right. I do. But now I'm on this right now. And that one I did finish. That's how locked in I was. I watched it all in one night. I was like this, like falling asleep. I had one eye open. And I was like, I can't.
You have to finish it.
Like, I gotta see what happened. I gotta know who makes the group, even though I already found out on TikTok. So
how many episodes of Perfect Match have you watched?
I'm caught up.
You watched it all?
I'm caught up. I mean, did this Rachel and Clayton thing really happen?
No, like truly I was baffled.
Did you see the clip of him on Vile Files?
Yeah. Both of them went on separately.
What is he talking about? Personal things that she wouldn't accept, but he doesn't think he could tell her what they are? I felt like I was solving a riddle.
Yeah.
His dancing.
Yeah, like I want to be a professional dancer.
I have no clue what it was, but I could not believe my eyes. And I feel like there's such a different lore around it as fans of The Bachelor watching it. And of course, there are probably young kids that are watching because it's a Netflix reality show that have no idea what the fuck's going on. But to see that man match with her and she say yes, and the next day be like, I should have listened to my intuition. Like, it's just not right. And he said intuition no less than 60 times.
No, insane. I can't believe that this happened again.
I thought I was I felt like feverish already, and I was like, I gotta feel my forehead. Like this can't be happening again.
No, and I'm really hoping Rachel just said yes for the plot.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
I think Rachel's just like, I can't believe I did that.
Yeah, no, that one's when you circle the block.
No,
you know, and you're getting back with an ex, and then
not Clayton,
and they break up with you again.
The way that went down for her to just be matched with him for like 6 hours on The Perfect Match is just like honestly humiliating. Sorry.
It's not good. It's definitely not good.
No. And I know she's like, I think she can obviously laugh about it now and we're laughing about it, But like that fucking sucks. And he hurt her again.
Can you imagine Gabby's reaction?
Oh, Gabby must have been like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I would love to get a TikTok from Gabby just talking about this.
We might have to send Gabby a voice note and just be like, "Can you just give us 5 minutes on what you think about that happening on that show?"
No, that's crazy. I actually was talking.
I'd love to talk about Juliet about it too, because Juliet kind of got caught in the mix, and she must also be like, "What the fuck?"
Juliet's great TV.
Yeah,
she's
great TV.
fantastic TV.
She is.
I will say this.
Always has been.
I talked about this when you were not here. I don't know how this show gets renewed. Like, I honestly don't think it's good.
Perfect Match?
Yeah, but I do watch.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's good.
So many people watch it.
No, I know. It's like, it's one of those things. Obviously, I'm saying I don't think it's good, but I am watching. So, like, it's bad good.
Yeah.
But the formula to me is like...
No, I mean, there's no real formula. It makes no sense.
Exactly. There's no formula. And, I mean...
There's no point.
I don't want to see a spoil for people who haven't seen, because there is a couple that gets engaged and is together.
Yeah.
But I'm like, this is just a bunch of clout.
Well, that's the whole
clout
point.
hungry people. That's the point of this.
That's really the whole point of the show, because when you think about it, there's no like, the prize is you get to go on a vacation with the person that you're matched up.
Yeah.
Like there's no money. Like it's just like you're already on reality TV. So here's another reality show that you can go on.
Right. And the way that they talk, the first episode, the way that they talk about people coming in and they're like, oh, they're from Netflix and they're from MTV.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, this is a clout thing.
No,
it's
literally just like a hype
you are known
house.
by your network.
Yeah. It's like a hype house. And it's really, and I also think it's just like producers just find people that have been in other public relationships on reality TV. And so they can just like send an ex in and see what happens. So it's like, oh, we'll send in Clayton and Rachel.
Right.
Oh, we'll send in Sandy and JR from The Ultimatum. Like, oh, we'll send in this. Like, it's just like people that already have known connections just to see what happens, to see if it stirs anything up.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's like X on the Beach.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is pretty similar to X on the Beach.
It is very. It's just one of those where I'm like, if you were to ask me if I like this show, I would say no.
Yeah.
But I'm still watching.
Right. But that's why it also is so crazy, because it's like the drama that you watch, because they film it so it's crazy to watch a show that like one of the main couples, like you said, that is in all this drama, that's like, will they make it? Won't they make it? Like, well, we know what happens. They've publicly been living their life as a engaged, soon-to-be parents couple.
Right.
So,
and the same thing with Louis, which I was pronouncing his name wrong. We already discussed that with Huda. Like, we know whatever, you know.
It's like they're already out and about, these people.
Exactly. But there was one other thing with Perfect Match I think I'm blanking on, but I was stuck on the Clayton and Rachel stuff for a little bit.
No, I thought I was in a deep fever. Yeah. I could not believe that. I was like, what show am I even watching? Like it was so confused. It was so confusing already to see them in that environment and then trying to match it up. Like my brain couldn't even really compute Rachel and Freddie from Love is Blind UK, like even having a conversation.
I thought for sure there's no way these two people will rekindle.
Oh.
And were we wrong? You know, I was wrong about that.
I was ready to be like, Rachel, no!
I know. There was a lot of things.
Like a full of my but I don't want to do that.
Yeah. No, there were a couple things happening on TV this week that I felt so passionate about, but had so much to say and couldn't express it. Yeah. And I mean that specifically towards the Summer I Turned Pretty, which we will be talking about.
I did, as one does when they're sick, really all you do is watch TV. So like that's what I've been doing for the last 48 hours and was catching up on a lot of stuff. And I was so excited to start watching the Honey Wives. But then I started watching with Joe, and he like really liked it. Now I'm stuck.
I just started that.
Now I'm stuck watching it with him. I'm so mad.
I know. I'm so behind on that, but I started watching it. It is crazy.
I watched the first 2 episodes, and Joe was like locked in, and then he had to go. He was busy last night, and I'm like laying on the couch. I'm like, literally haven't moved all day again after just like feeling not great. And I'm like, so did you like Hunting Wives? And he was like, yeah, I did. I was like, so I have to wait to finish it with you? And he's like, come on. I was like, oh, fuck. Okay, fine.
Same situation when you get locked into watching.
Yeah.
Same thing, because Matt traveled Monday and Tuesday for work, and I'm like, all right, well, that's when I started watching the Pop Star Academy.
Yeah,
I'm like, all right,
exactly.
now I'm locked into this. But yeah, the Hunting Wives, maybe we'll all catch up this weekend and we could talk about it on Monday.
I would love to do that. I do feel like I gotta crush that. And the last Culturistas Culture Awards were so fucking good and so funny.
So funny.
Ugh.
Those were amazing.
Do you ever just watch something that you're just like, God, I wish I was that funny?
Mm-hmm.
Like
all the time.
You know, and we're funny.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give it to us.
Yeah.
We're funny. But like that's just like a level of genius coming up with those awards that I just can't, my brain can't really
I feel you, like I have to be like in a good mood.
Yeah, like it's just,
it's like I have to be in a certain
funny.
mood for it.
Like the Eva Longoria, like small, short woman, like all these like really funny awards and ideas and concepts.
Yeah.
So good.
I know, so good.
So
They're genius. Catch me after a couple of espressos though when I'm there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yep.
All right, let's get into the rest of the topics. We're going to be talking about The Summer I Turned Pretty, episode 5. Wow, was I feeling so many different emotions and so many things that I couldn't even discuss it publicly because I really had to sleep on it. Olivia, Jade, and Jacob Elordi have split. Sydney Sweeney was seen on the set of Devil Wears Prada, and the Special Forces cast was announced. And we have an interview with Alicia Silverstone talking about her new show, Irish Blood, and of course, all things Clueless. So we're very excited about that. And we have a great game of trivia, so let's get into it.
They don't make it easy to buy concert tickets these days. You got to sign up for the pre-sale, get in the queue, and by the time you get through, the best seats are gone. Going to a concert should be about the show itself, not waiting in a virtual line. Lucky for us, we have Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Game Time makes getting tickets faster and easier. Prices on the app actually go down the closer it gets to showtime. Plus, the Game Time Picks feature makes it even easier to find the great deals on the seats you want. Just pull up the chosen event and turn on the GT Picks setting at the top of the screen or browse the best local Game Time Picks deals near you on your Game Time app homepage. Now's the time, guys. We're going into the weekend. Jonas Brothers at MetLife is here Sunday night. If you're looking for tickets, get on Game Time. Check it out. Check out those GT Picks. What are you waiting for? Like I said, they're teasing some big surprises. You guys aren't going to want to miss it. So make sure you get those tickets now with Game Time Picks. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHICKS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHICKS for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game time.
The Summer I Turned Pretty, episode 5, narrated by Conrad Fisher, was nothing short of life-changing and made me feel things that I couldn't quite put into words while I was watching or even that night. I really had to sleep on it because, wow, I have so many thoughts. I don't even know where to begin. My first thought is, once again, I talked about wanting to live stream my thoughts or film my thoughts watching with Matt. And once again, do I really wish I did, especially during the peach scene, because he was saying the funniest fucking things about the peach. He was like, does Belly have no decorum? Because it was dripping.
I almost texted Marty. I was like, I got to text him about it. I ended up texting you guys, but I was
You
like,
have to text him because he was having the funniest thoughts about it, but I couldn't then film him again because he had already said the funny things out loud. I didn't want to force it. I didn't want to make him repeat the funny things because that's not natural then. But he was fucking cracking me up about the peach scene because that moment with the peaches, where do you stand? Where do you stand about that entire scene? Like, seriously, that's a general question. Where do you stand about the whole peaches scene?
No, like,
because I have so many thoughts. So there's so many layers to it.
There are so many layers to it because my initial thought is my eyeballs are going straight to Conrad. Like, of course. Like, he lifted his shirt up to I went,
I know I just asked you a question, but I'm going to cut you off and pause you for 1 second. Because during this, I brought up this exact thing last night to Matt, and I have to bring it up again before I forget. I keep getting fed TikToks.
About his slutty little watch?
That, of course, and his hands. But it's TikTok edits that every time Conrad's on the screen, Sexy Back starts playing. So it's like, it's like normal music with Belly and Jeremiah, and then all of a sudden Conrad's on the screen and Sexy Back by Justin Timberlake starts playing.
Yeah.
The edits are unbelievable. Continue.
No,
Sorry.
I gasp for air because I'm like, oh my, I'm feeling things I shouldn't be feeling. And then
you're like jealous of Belly.
No, 100%. Like, I'm like, she doesn't deserve this.
No, seriously, it's like, really?
I'm like, wipe your fucking mouth, you slob. He doesn't. You don't deserve him.
That's what it is. It's like,
no, it's like,
why are you eating the peach like that?
When she went in for the second peach and still was slobbering all over herself, I was like, oh, honestly, kudos to Christopher, because he sells him being so in love with her, and you're watching this giant toddler slobber all over herself.
No, and this is what I wanted to discuss, because while watching it, we don't feel the things Conrad's feeling, right? But Conrad, Christopher,
yes,
displays them in such a way that you then feel what he's feeling.
Yeah.
Because the original thought is like, clean yourself up, Belly. What are you on, your third fucking peach? Like, clean it up.
It's so funny to me because it does, like, the scene really did. And Jenny Han, like, she directed this episode. It really felt like how it reads. However, it was the level of, like, juice streaming down her face.
It was insane.
And everything was, like, a little bit too much, where it wasn't like a cute, sexy dribble down the side of her mouth. It was like, no, it was pouring down her chest.
It was like Belly has poor manners. But I will
Belly
say
at the end of the day is just kind of a slob. Like, if you just look at the whole episode, like, Belly is just a slob. She's a disaster.
But she could be that way with Conrad. Here's the thing.
Conrad loves her for it, which is why it works. But, like, you know, the Pop-Tart, she gets a little drunk, she's spilling wine all over herself. She's just
she's messy.
Oh, Belly's finally wearing heels. It's like she's a toddler.
Yeah, right. I will say this, though. Yes, we're like, clean it up, Belly. Get yourself a fucking napkin in the car. You got someone in the glove compartment? Grab it. But it does capture what it really is like to be in love. Truly. Sure. Because I remember when Matt and I first started dating, even the way he ate chips, I was in love with. Yeah. Like, I would like I'd watch him eat a bag of chips and I'd be like, oh my God, that's the hottest thing in the world. Yeah. Or just like the way he took the cap off his water and drank his water. Like, it was like everything you're
Conrad.
I'm bringing these up because I specifically remember texting him one time because I saw a video of him eating chips and I was like, the way you eat those chips is so hot. And like, but if someone else were to watch him eat those chips,
you'd be like, they
probably wouldn't be like,
that's
oh my God, the way he's eating chips is so hot. You'd be like, well, clean it up.
Conrad wasn't looking at her being like, oh my God, you slob, clean yourself up.
Conrad's like, I'm in love.
I love you so much. Here, take my pristine, crisp white t-shirt. Let me untuck it for you and wipe off your face.
He's like, I'm gonna give you the shirt off my back because of how in love with you I am, you messy little pig. Belly.
I know.
Sorry.
I know.
Getting out of hand.
No.
Getting out of hand.
Look, I that man, you know, he's ready to lay it. At this point, I'm like, Conrad, go back to California. Just like leave them behind. Go back to California. Maybe you will eventually fall in love with that nice friend that's also going to be a doctor.
Yes, I will say this though. Belly is always beautiful. First of all,
she's
Lola's
stunning
in like real life. Her carpet looks, I'm obsessed with. Like, she is so stunning and hot.
Yes.
This episode of Belly was like portraying her in like a this angel floating, because it was Conrad's point of view. It's like this angel is floating across and she could just taking all the joking about the peach aside, taking all that away,
you can see can see Jenny's vision of, like, you know, you get the flashback of them on the bike and like how he was feeling towards her as they got older and grown up, in the certain other flashbacks or whatever. It's just like you see how he loves everything about her in all different phases. She's happy, she's sad, she's wants to go to Michael's, like all the phases.
She wants to just go to Michael's.
She just wants to go to Michael's. She has the fucking coupon, and he's there for all of that to like support her in that. Meanwhile, she voices one complaint, like one opinion or thought to Jeremiah, and it's a disaster because he's such a little spoiled brat.
Did you see? So we're talking about the cake situation.
Oh,
where Belly went to go get the pricing for the cake.
Yeah.
And it was too expensive.
Mirror glaze.
So
dark chocolate.
The cacao.
Raspberry coulis.
Raspberry coulis. The cacao is very important.
When you
here.
I think a
but
yeah, okay.
I want to grab you a little coolie.
You're a little coolie.
That's what I say
Yeah,
when I'm going,
same.
oh, I'm going to get you a little coolie.
Let me get you a little coolie.
That's like,
is that an Italian thing?
It is. It's a Sicilian thing.
Okay, I was going to say, because that's
coolie.
We grew up with that too.
I'm going to get you coolie.
And I was like, if they said coolie one more time.
Yeah. No.
Your little raspberry coolie.
Yeah. Like, oh, I'm going to get you a little coolie. That's what I thought of.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Conrad, the mature adult that he is now, is like, well, let's compromise here. You know, maybe you do a little bit of this. Maybe you do a little bit of that. Belly calls Jeremiah, and his bisexual popped out, which I think everybody's talking about online.
Honestly, I think everybody's rooting for now at this point. They're like, maybe Jeremiah will just be okay with Belly and Conrad falling back in love with each other, and, you know, he will date a man.
Yeah.
And be happy.
Yes. Because everyone was joking. I didn't make that joke up. Everyone was joking online. They were like, people forgot Jeremiah was bisexual until he had a lot to say about the cake.
The cake's my one thing, Belly.
Yeah. It was
the way that he said that. You said we both get one thing.
You said we both get one
thing.
The cake's my thing.
And by the way, Jeremiah is being manipulative with that because it's not one thing. Yeah. Now your dad is paying for the whole
wedding. Yeah.
And you got to have business clients in there.
Well, you know that this is the beginning of the end. Like,
it's becoming a conference. It's becoming a business conference now.
Exactly. Like, you already know now Jeremiah's getting, he's getting his dad's approval. By the way, what kind of business is Adam running? That he was about to do this big deal. No one caught that the company's lying about
like,
but don't worry.
Intern.
Lying about their
Daddy's
numbers.
little boy figured it out.
But he was like, look, he's going to do this. But this is how it all starts. This is how it all starts. Oh, he's paying for the wedding. Now it's going to be at the club. His secretary is going to help plan it. This is where things start to crumble, guys. This is where things start to crumble because, you know, we need this pace to pick up a little bit. Like the crumble needs to start crumbling faster.
How many episodes are there? 10?
11.
Because even when he came into she's like, oh, we got a peach for you. Oh, I'm not really in a peach mood. Do you have any strawberries? Just eat the fucking peach.
He's an ungrateful little bitch.
He's got to complain. And I will say, I think it's very purposeful, I think. So once again, goes back to Jenny, who has made Jeremiah, especially now in these last few episodes, so insufferable that it's like, that's on purpose. I'm looking straight in the camera. If you're Team Jeremiah still, you better look deep into that mirror glaze and think, how?
With the raspberry coolie. Yeah.
How?
I agree. And here's how you know that Jenny Han is doing everything in her power for everyone to be Team Conrad.
We're flipping the script here.
Conrad got Rolling Stones, Van Morrison, and Cherry by Harry
Styles. I just got chills again thinking about it.
I
started laughing when I heard Cherry playing. I'm like, oh my God.
I had to rewind it. I thought, oh my God, here's Cherry. It's happening.
When Jeremiah proposed, he got Benson Boone.
Yeah.
Conrad got Harry Styles, Van Morrison, and the Rolling Stones.
Yep.
Fucking
We're
epic.
Not talking lately.
Oh my God. Stop. Don't even get me started the way that I felt.
I know.
Let me tell you, Jenny Han now has put in 2 songs that are so deep engraved into my soul. Haley's Comet, I mentioned.
Yep.
And Cherry. Like, what those songs mean to me.
Yeah.
And what they do to my soul. I can't believe it. So the things that I was feeling, I'm enraged at Belly in this episode.
Yeah.
I'm just like, how could you? This perfect man. And by the way, he was no perfect man before, okay?
No.
Let's be honest. We all know,
sure, but he's
Conrad had
He's talking about it. He's like, I go to therapy.
He's going to therapy.
He admitted he got fired.
He knows the right things to do.
Yeah.
Like it is actually very funny to watch though, because you're like, wow, Conrad, she's really making Conrad do all the right fucking things.
Yeah. She's like, what up, brother-in-law?
Yeah. No. I mean,
what up, future BIL?
Like, Belly, knock it off.
I know.
But I don't even want Conrad to be Belly's husband.
No, yeah, I know. Well, I know.
But, you know, like, you want, for the principle, you want Belly to be with Conrad, of course.
Of course.
But you're just like,
that flashback when they were in the guest room.
Ooh, wowza.
I was like, get these 2 back together.
Well, I actually said this to Matt.
The chemistry.
While watching. I said, you know Conrad's a giver, and Jeremiah is a taker.
Wow, you're really dissecting this.
I am. Conrad knows what he's doing, and he's very giving.
Yeah.
Jeremiah, he does not know what he's doing, and he's a taker. Jeremiah's like, yeah, babe. I got a long day at work. I was helping my dad crunch the numbers. You think you can?
Yeah.
You think you can do a little?
You said tonight's my night.
Yeah, he's like, you said I can have one thing.
You said I can have one thing.
Come on, tonight's my night. Just a little something to take the edge off. I got the numbers at work. My dad's making me work all day. Tell somebody to take the edge off. And then Conrad's
Jeremiah's got quite the accent now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, honey.
Well, whenever I think about a guy,
gross
like a
man.
gross guy being like, "Yo, blow me," like that's how I envision it. You know.
Yeah.
Whereas Conrad's like, "Bella, you had a tough day."
No, he's like,
You
let
lay
me
down.
Let me roll up my crisp,
Yes.
long sleeve so that my slutty little watch is showing
and he's
for
like,
all
"Let me
to see.
let me take care of you.
Let me make you a nice
Yeah.
grilled chicken."
And he's gonna like, you're gonna see these hands in
Yeah.
motion. You're gonna see them making the grilled chicken.
Yeah.
You're gonna see them all over you.
I know.
I'm gonna make you feel real nice.
I know.
Meanwhile, Jeremiah's like, I'm not in the mood tonight. I was crunching numbers all day. You think you could do me a favor, though?
But at this
He's
moment,
just-
like, it doesn't seem like Belly has any interest in Conrad whatsoever.
Well,
It
here's
seems
the thing,
very
the script-
one-sided.
It'll flip.
It'll flip,
well,
but I'm saying
also-
up right now, like
but-
from what I've seen, I don't see
No,
anything.
here's the thing, though. We're watching it from Conrad's point of view.
Yeah.
Do you think Belly really wanted to ask the question? When she said, "I have a question," do you think the question really was about the grilled chicken, Noah? Think a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
That's not what she wanted to ask.
Put on your fucking critical thinking
the-
hat.
Come on.
the
Because we're
pizza
talking
scene,
about the Summer Nights Are Pretty.
the
Let's get
Yeah,
fucking critical
what,
here, okay?
What Belly wanted to ask was, are you going to throw me up against this kitchen counter and fuck me? That's what Belly wanted to ask because that's what we were all thinking while we were watching.
Yeah.
I've left you guys speechless.
I
You know I'm
have.
right.
You have. You have. That went a tad crass for my liking.
Listen, we've all
and you
been
know,
there.
and you know what? He wiped her face with that T-shirt by that farm stand, and
The farm
ever so
stand,
gently.
let me tell you what she was. There were a lot of thoughts in her mind there too.
Belly was soaking wet.
Yeah.
Belly's chin was not the only thing that was wet in that scene.
He just slapped the table. He went with this. He slapped the desk. Ha ha.
I got Noah to laugh so hard that he's banging his knee.
Look, I think it's a feeling we all felt. It was a hell of an episode, and
I was
kudos
sobbing.
to Jenny. I couldn't
needed
believe
a mop
it.
after that
Yeah,
episode.
it's
Okay,
crazy.
I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna take a chill pill. I'm gonna reel it in. But everybody knows. Everybody relates to it.
No, but it just, I mean,
actually saw a girl.
it goes up and down. It kills you because you watch that and then you watch them dance, her and Jeremiah dancing on the dock to that stupid song.
Oh my god! And you get dried up like it's the
Yeah, it's
Sahara
crazy.
down
You're
there
like,
when Jeremiah comes on the
Oh,
screen.
that is the first dance
the
song, by the
sexual
way?
chemistry is just is there. It's zero. It's zero when they're dancing like that. They're dancing like
That's
this.
like-
No, and of course, like if she was doing that with Conrad, we'd love it. But
No,
because
for
it's
sure.
with Jeremiah, we're like, ew.
Well, it's just like they're just not the connection. The love connection
There's no
is just not there.
sexiness going on.
No sexiness.
But I did see girls commenting on so many TikToks. It was just screenshots of pants, and it's wet in the shape of a heart,
Oh my.
and all things
honestly,
to Conrad.
Everything on social kills me. The edits of Jeremiah like with a cake, with like a dark chocolate cake to all these different songs have been so funny. No, that cake scene was so unintentionally hilarious
It was
and
so
was
funny.
that is just like we'll be talking about it forever. The cake's my one thing.
What did he say? He's like, no, the bitterness affects the blah blah blah.
He was like,
Yeah.
cacao is the
He's
flavor.
like the
Okay,
that's
I'll
the
just
whole
put it-
flavor profile.
I'll just put it on the card, okay?
let's
It's
just put it on the
just
credit card,
crazy.
and I'll pay it off.
Crazy. But no, what an incredible, fantastic episode.
Really
Oh,
great
my
episode.
God. But
I'm
my
yearning.
God, I am, yeah, seriously.
I'm
Talk
yearning.
about getting impatient. It's like,
God.
oh my God. We're only 5 episodes in?
Oh my god! Wow, we got to buckle up then.
I know,
but I want
seriously.
everything to be as sensual as all that was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever was happening in that episode, I want more of it.
Yep. Just well executed.
But you know what I really like?
executed scene, that peach scene, let me tell you.
It was because I saw people talking about that. Like, why didn't Belly just cheat on Jeremiah? No.
No.
No. It's better this way.
No.
Build I love the tension that's going on.
Yeah.
Build the tension and do it the right way.
Think about how satisfying it'll be when we get that moment.
Conrad's
hopefully.
allergic to peaches, he said.
So he said.
Yeah.
He was about to go in for the kiss there. She was eating peaches.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he said his
that's true love.
Look, he said his mouth gets itchy. I think he was willing to risk it.
He wasn't like, I get hives and I get sent to the
Yeah,
hospital.
it wasn't like I
stop
stopped breathing in 3 seconds. Like,
Yeah.
it was like my mouth gets a little itchy.
Yeah.
He was willing to risk it all. Actually, I was getting like Joe and you vibes though at some point.
Oh,
with Conrad.
I thought the same thing.
When he was like getting
when he was
like
narrating.
right
some
when he was
scenes.
narrating,
the
he was like,
narration, maybe. Yeah,
I've
yeah,
gone too far.
Yeah.
Right,
You
right,
can
right,
never
right.
do
I thought
that
the
again.
same thing.
I was like,
when
that
he's
was
like,
a little
I'm
weird.
so fucked.
yeah, and it was very like, you can never
Looking
do that
out the
again.
window, like,
yeah, like
at the-
I went too far. Like, okay,
I will not make that mistake again.
Yeah, okay,
It is-
Edward.
it
like
really
it was
is.
like, all
That's
right,
so true.
you're not a vampire.
That is so true. It's so funny because Conrad like really doesn't say that many words, and then when he gets with Belly and like shows a little personality, you're like, wait, who is this? When he was like, Belly Conklin doesn't want a bite of a cupcake.
Yeah, it's like,
You're like,
whoa,
wait,
whoa,
who was
okay,
that?
Willy Wonka.
Who was that?
Yeah,
That's what people being like, he did his best Schmidt impression.
yeah, it's funny. There, there was one line when he said, "I would rather hit myself in the head repeatedly with a nail gun."
Yeah.
And there was things online like
Yeah.
the summer I repeatedly hit myself in the head with a nail gun.
That's how I feel watching.
was deep.
I was
That's
thinking,
how I feel
far-
watching these two together.
Yeah.
How
still.
far was Michael's? Because they got home at like night, but it was like broad daylight. When
I
they
don't
were
know.
at
They're in a
She's like-
small. They're in a small beach town. They probably had to go to the big city to hit
Yeah.
up my.
Yeah.
To hit up
What
my.
a
Did you
sale,
notice?
huh?
Did you notice that she was wearing a one piece, and in the book she talks about how she much prefers one pieces over bikinis, and with Jeremiah she wears a bikini, but with Conrad she's wearing one piece and it's red. Ooh,
Yep.
ooh.
The signs are all there. Let me tell you, Jenny leaves all those Easter eggs in the
Yeah.
in the show. You can It was like, oh, somebody took a screenshot of the calendar. It's like her infinity necklace was over the date that's like supposed to be the date that the last episode. You know, it's all there. It's all.
Yeah.
The pieces are all in front of us,
The
guys.
pieces are-
We just have to continue to be patient.
When
We're getting
Conrad
there.
when Conrad kissed the infinity necklace,
Oh.
when she had an O Conrad,
Oh.
I was like, wait, what's this show rated?
Yeah, I know.
I didn't know we did
No,
that.
first time I was like, how much are we showing here?
All of a sudden we saw his hand,
Yeah.
and I said, oh, we do this on
Oh.
this show? I didn't know that.
Did not know that.
I did not know that.
Yep.
But yeah, we're getting it all. Great episode. Great
Great
episode. I don't want to talk
episode.
about anything else but that, but
No,
we do have other
seriously,
things to
I know,
discuss.
That's how I feel.
Olivia, Jade, and Jacob Elordi broke up. Okay.
I feel like they've been broken up for like forever.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I feel like it's been at least 2 years of are they still together? Are they not still together?
I do find it interesting, though, that this news came out coincidentally a day after Jacob Elordi and Kaya Gerber were at the same party, and they are exes. You know?
But isn't Kaya Gerber dating,
Austin Butler.
No.
Paxton? No.
She was dating. She was seeing.
What's his name?
She was seeing out with somebody.
Bill Lewis. I'm not even close. Lewis Pullman.
Yes.
Wait, did you see this? This is only because you just said Lewis. This is completely off topic.
Yeah.
That Lewis Capaldi clip about dating
Yeah, he dated Paige.
Yeah.
the Love
Love
Island,
Island,
and
yeah.
then she won.
Uh-huh.
I had no idea. I was like, that's
Oh, that was a
crazy.
whole big thing when
Yeah.
the season was on.
Oh, okay.
She's also a singer too. They're both Scottish.
Yeah.
4-year on again, off again romance. They recently decided to end it. A source told People. They haven't really talked about it. There's not really any more details besides that. Break up after years of dating. They've been dating on and off since 2021. Olivia just announced that she's moving to Paris. Classic.
She
move
did.
after a breakup.
She did.
Or she moved to
She
Paris.
already moved. Yeah.
Oh, she already moved? I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's so epic.
Yeah,
to be able to
just
just
move to Paris.
Move.
Yeah.
I said this to you guys. Next summer, next July,
Jeremiah wouldn't have let her move
I
to
think
Paris.
we should all go
No.
live in Europe together. Chicks in the Office from Europe. Well, I
I
didn't
would
say
love
that
that.
part to you guys. I was saying we should all work
Lads on tour.
remote, but if we
Oh yeah,
just,
Fran, you missed a voicemail. Someone was really wanting you and Ria to go to London together.
Well, I was saying to Noah, if
Yeah.
our other trip doesn't work, the one that we had been discussing, what they reached out to us, that he should go to Scotland as his country he's never been to, and we can go to London and Scotland as a
Yeah.
group.
I've heard that
She doesn't seem
No,
Nice.
I do. I love that idea. I really want to go to Edinburgh.
sure.
Yeah.
So
Down.
Yeah.
Never
All right.
been.
We'll
Yeah.
catch us there maybe.
I was just seeing if there's any more details about this breakup that we have online. There's really not. It's just
They were a very
it's like-
private couple.
And I feel like they broke up and got back together a lot.
We saw the Inception.
Or wherever. Yeah, we did. That's
We
so
should go
true.
back to Delilah.
And that's so
just
crazy
to-
that it's been going on for that long because that feels so long
and they
ago.
were outside smoking cigs too.
South, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, wow, that was 2021 December.
Yeah, I didn't realize that she moved to Paris. Good for her. What a find yourself moment. That really
It is.
screams like, I don't need a boyfriend right now. Like I'm
Hey, I'm
going
just
to
gonna
find
move to
myself in
Paris.
Paris. Yeah.
Yeah, imagine being able to just move to Paris.
They have good rowing
That's
there.
Yeah. She'll
Got a scholarship.
She'll be spending a lot of time on the Seine.
Yes, for sure. Moving on, Sydney Sweeney was seen on the set of Devil Wears Prada 2.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest,
She's
I'm just,
everywhere.
Like, and I know it's like nonstop. She's being talked about all over the place, and like a lot of it's negative. Some it's just like nonstop. I'm personally just like I don't need to see much more of her right now. You know,
Not
like
in
it's
the
like
Devil Wears Prada 2. Like,
Yeah,
what's
like-
the role?
in my mind, I'm like, okay, I've had enough.
What if she's playing herself?
I've had enough. That's almost even worse to me, to be honest. If it's like a Sydney Sweeney cameo of her being like Sydney Sweeney, then it's like, all right.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the role is. I have no
we
idea.
don't. We don't really have any.
She's overexposing.
She was
herself.
just seen
But
photographed
I'd
on
like to
set,
keep the Devil
trying to
Wears
keep
Prada.
a low key profile.
I'd like to keep them to the original cast.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have to add other people in, but I'd
Yeah.
rather them be more unknown.
Right.
I'm being picky, but I'd rather
No,
them be
I-
more unknown. I don't want to
that's
add
fair.
any flashy names into the mix.
That's
But we
fair.
had the trivia.
Maybe they're like
question.
working
It's
on it. Maybe they're like working on a Sydney Sweeney cover for Runway.
Yeah.
You know.
Listen, we don't need cameo after cameo like we got with Happy Gilmore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Cameo galore. That's all we got.
Yeah.
The whole movie was cameos.
No,
Happy cameo too.
Yeah. I don't really think. I don't know. We'll see. But in my mind, I'm just like, and look, she's working. Obviously, she's busy. She's been booked and busy for a while. But I'm like, go on a little trip.
Yeah, we don't
and
need this one.
You know,
That's all right. Yeah, the Housemaid's coming up. We're not promoting.
It's gonna
that.
be nonstop.
Yeah, but I am excited
nonstop.
for that movie.
I am too.
Are you gonna read the book?
Yeah, I
You're gonna
will.
read it before
I
it
have
comes
to read
out,
it.
right?
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will before it comes out for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, it's just not. It's head every day. It's like Sydney Sweeney's doing this. She's doing that. I'm like, okay.
I know it's like sometimes it's just like overexposure at this point.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, oh, you're right. Like we don't need to see
And
more.
I already feel like I'm seeing too much from the Devil Wears Prada set.
Yeah.
Like I'm like every day we know what's going on and we are seeing these pictures and it's like, oh, of course Sydney Sweeney's
Right,
now we
right.
can see now we're seeing pictures of Sydney. It's like combining the two stories into one thing.
Yeah.
It's like nonstop press about Sydney Sweeney, nonstop press about the Devil Wears Prada like Pat photos. Let's just combine them into one thing.
Right, and you're like, seriously?
Yeah.
And I also, on the topic of the Devil Wears Prada, I don't want to see any more fucking videos
Yeah,
from
I
this. I don't
Which
want
we are
to see
posting
any
from
the
more.
Chicks in
one
the
event-
office, but
The one
Yeah,
event
no, I
where
know, I was
Hathaway
gonna say,
wrapping herself around
we
the
post
pole.
them every day from
everyone's
Chicks in the
posting it,
Office.
You know
So
when
it's
she?
like-
I know we are, but like when she's wrapping herself around the pole, like
That video
swinging around the
cracked
pole.
me up
I'm,
so
like,
much.
Trying to word it correctly.
No,
but-
you're right. She looked like she was having a musical number moment. I don't know what was
Look
going
like
on
La
there.
La Land.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on there, but I loved it because all that video came out. All the comments were like, "Hope this scene gets cut."
They're like, they can keep this scene. What's the point of the scene in this movie? I don't want to see it. I don't.
They're like,
I feel like
hope
I've
this one doesn't make it in.
I feel like I've watched the film already. God. All right, moving
I know
on.
all the outfits got ruined.
Everything. She's in. By the way, she's in that blue color every day.
Yeah.
It's really a staple in the next one. The Special Forces cast is the last topic. Special Forces cast was announced.
Yeah.
This is quite the cast.
It really is. A lot more like pairings than they normally do. You know, like normally it's individual people. You don't have somebody that you know or a family member on it. There's Teresa and Gia Giudice, so that's obviously mother-daughter. Sean Johnson and her husband are both on it. And Jesse James Decker and Eric Decker are both on it. So like, that's
true.
already like a lot of
Yeah.
that's a lot of pairings, which is very interesting to see how that plays out. Like what does Eric Decker do if Jesse's like, I'm out, I'm done? Like, does
Right.
Eric stay? Like, how does that go? I don't know. It's so interesting.
Good questions. Yeah, I am looking at the entire cast
Yeah.
right now. It is a kind of a crazy cast.
It is.
And I feel like we knew Gia was going to be on, but I did not know Teresa was also going to be on.
No. And Brie is on.
Yes.
Which we had heard.
Yes,
rumbles.
we did. That was funny because people thought she was on Love Island.
Yeah.
But I think we here knew that she was on Special Forces.
Yes.
But you love the show. I've never watched.
I think Special Forces is a fantastic show. Honestly, not only is you got the fucking guy from Sister Wives on it who seems like a real piece of work.
Mm-hmm.
Jussie Smollett is on. Like, it's like you're getting some names. You're like, whoa,
what a name that people haven't heard in quite some time to be thrown back in there.
Exactly, that you have not heard in quite some time to be thrown on there. And then of course they always bring in athletes. Like, they go across the board with like reality stars and celebrities, athletes. So it's like then you get
Nick Young. Was he with Iggy Azalea?
Yes.
Are they still together?
I don't believe so. Johnny Manziel is on it.
Mm-hmm.
Randall Cobb is on it.
By
Those
the
are
way,
all, football.
Johnny Manziel and Josie Canseco are no longer dating.
Correct.
She's now dating another person.
Who now?
Another I saw her posting with another
see.
boyfriend on her story the other day, and I thought, wasn't she dating Johnny Man? I thought they were still dating. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. No,
I was like, wait,
they broke up a while ago.
I don't remember
Really?
a while,
I feel
but
like
a few
I
months.
saw like something recently.
Really? I don't remember any news about Johnny Manziel and Josie
No, that's
Canseco
what I'm
breaking
saying.
up.
I thought
I saw them together recently, but then she was posing with another boyfriend, and I thought, that's not Johnny Manziel. I got so confused.
Right. That's not Johnny Football.
Yeah. I was so confused. I was like, wait a second. I just saw them together.
Oh, man. And then, you know who else is doing it? Brittany Cartwright. I think that's I feel like that's a great show for her to go on. And Chanel Iman, supermodel. Chanel was married to, I want to say, someone on the Giants.
Johnny Manziel and Josie Canseco broke up in February. So clearly we're behind. So that's not crazy. Like, I thought it was like 2 weeks ago she was with Johnny Manziel and then she had a new boyfriend.
No.
Because I didn't know that they broke up.
Broke up.
But they did break up in February. So that makes sense that she would be dating somebody new.
It does. Chanel was married to Sterling Shepard. That's what I was thinking of. She was married to Sterling Shepard for a while. And she just got married again in 2004. So she's on here as well. It's going to be a good season. I think, like I said, it really switches it up having like duos, you could say. Mark from the Montana Boys is on here.
Of course. You gotta slip a Montana boy in there.
But it's just like so funny to me. I'd like, obviously, and I'm sure, Brie is busy and she's not in the office as much. So it's like we haven't really had a chance to talk to her about it. And obviously she hasn't really been allowed to talk about it. 'Cause now it's just been announced. But I would just really love to know what everyone thought when they like got there and they're like, holy Jesse's mine. You know?
Right. I do want to know what it's like to pull up and you see the cast and you're like, oh.
Because some people you totally know and some people you don't. Like, my guess is Brie maybe didn't know a lot of these people just from,
I would be curious.
Yeah.
I also, because I feel like they have to, now she could probably talk about it more, but they got to keep that shit tight when you go do it.
Yeah.
Like, she was off to Africa.
Right.
But couldn't tell anybody.
Right.
Like, that's got to be hard.
Right. Especially because it's like, oh, and when everyone's in your comments being like, she's on Love Island, like, you can't be like, no, I'm doing
another show.
I'm not on Love Island.
Right.
I'm so not on Love Island.
Right. I'm just on another show.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. No, but I'm excited to watch. It'll be good.
Yeah. I've never watched before, but maybe I'll tune in.
Did you didn't watch any ever when Tyler was on it?
Nope.
No. It's tough. I mean, it is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, props to everybody who, gives it a
they got them. They got them in speedboats jumping onto moving helicopters. Like, they do the craziest shit.
Yeah, that's insane.
So it'll be interesting to watch for sure.
Yeah, definitely. All right, that wraps up the topics. Abercrombie knows denim and how denim should feel. They have staple denim fits and are always ahead of the trend. All of Abercrombie's women's jeans are available in Curve Love, the viral fit with additional room through the hip and thigh to eliminate waist gap, and the classic fit you know and love with a straighter line from the waist to hip. I'm obsessed with Abercrombie denim. Anytime somebody asks me what my favorite denim is, I tell them Abercrombie. The shorts, the jeans skirts, I love them all. I'm obsessed with all Abercrombie denim, especially because it comes in all sizes sizes. It varies through height and everything, especially the Curve Love. I'm a huge fan of. I love the fit of the Curve Love. It is the best. So make sure you are checking out Abercrombie's denim, and Abercrombie's viral denim sale is back with 30 to 50% off all jeans. See what all the hype is about and give your denim collection an upgrade before it's over. And use code AFCHICKS for an extra 15% off through August 11th. Valid in stores and online through August 11th. Excludes clearance. Price reflects discount. Code valid in US, Canada through August 11th. Exclusions apply. See details online. Once again, that's AFCHICKS for an extra 15% off through August 11th. All right, everyone, we are here with a very special guest. We are joined by Alicia Silverstone, here to talk about her new show, Irish Blood, which will be coming out on August 11th on Acorn TV, and then every Monday after that. We're super excited to have you here.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
We're so excited to hear about this new show, and so obviously so many other things to talk about. Thank you for being here. We're so excited to meet you. We're such big fans, and we want to start off with some Irish Blood stuff. So tell us about the show, your character, all those details.
Well, Irish Blood, you said it comes out August 11th, which is cool. It's going to have a 2-episode premiere and then after that, but so you can really get hooked.
Yep.
And what I love about it is it's got this mystery element, crime solving elements, but it's also very quirky. And then it's also a rich emotional drama. So it's a lot for me to sink my teeth into. And I think that the audience will go on a really fun ride. It moves quickly and it's really good storytelling.
Yeah. And you're playing a lawyer, correct?
A divorce lawyer.
And this is unlike anything you've done before, would you say?
I think everything I do is different in a way. I right now I have a movie out called Pretty Thing, which is an erotic thriller. I highly recommend you see it. Carl Glessman is wonderful. And then Begonia it comes out soon as well. That's with Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons, Yorgos Lanthimos. And then in the Christmas time, I have a movie coming out, Merry Little Xmas, which is a rom-com Christmas movie. So I sort of dabbled in everything, and it's hard to say, there's always elements that are similar, and then there's always elements that are completely different. I've never done a mystery. Well, that's not entirely true. When I was 17, I did a movie called True Crime.
There you go.
But I think that was the last time that it was like that. So yeah. I suppose it's new for now.
Yeah.
And I also just, was able to work really closely because when they came to me with the offer, it was just an idea. It was like 2 paragraphs on a page, and do you want to go to Ireland? And some of the bones were there of like what we were a girl who's searching for her father, and I suppose I should tell you what the actual show is about. I play a woman who is a divorce attorney her father abruptly abandons her when she's 10 years old. And she obviously has incredible trauma from this and sort of builds this hard exterior. I like to imagine that she had a boyfriend in high school or college that broke her heart, and she was just done after that, no more. And so when you meet her in the top of the show, she's really tough and really hard and has affairs, will sleep with men, but she can't even remember which one she's seeing the next night. She has no memory. she's not engaged. Yeah. And when they want to be with her, she's like, nah, And so when she gets this mysterious communication from her father 30 years later, she drops everything, runs to Ireland, and gets entangled in this, solving this mystery of where his whereabouts. And the whole show is about her finding her father, but also, or searching for her father, but also really finding herself along the way and healing. She really changes in Ireland.
Mm-hmm. You said you got to, go to Ireland to film all this. Yeah. What was that like? Had you been there before? What was your experience like over there?
I had been to Ireland, I believe 2 times or 3 times. maybe even 4 times. I really like Ireland.
Yeah.
So it was a place that when I was married, my husband and I, my son's dad, we were on our way to the MTV Music Awards when I was really young, and we drove all the way for 2 hours, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Not 2 hours, 2 weeks.
Like 2 hours is quick.
That was really quick. We were driving for 2 weeks we were going to end in Dublin, you know what I mean? So we drove all around the countryside, and I wanted to live there. It was so beautiful. And shooting there, the scenery, it's such a character in the show. I mean, it's Irish Blood. Everything, the cliffs are gorgeous. All the little settings are, the pubs. It's really very beautiful and also shows you a darker side because it's, the dark side of Wicklow.
Right. Yeah.
And
some of the best parts about watching a TV show is sinking your teeth in where it's filmed as well and feeling like you are in that place while you're watching. So that is amazing that it took place in Ireland. Now, for the part that you're playing, being a lawyer and you had this hard exterior and all of that, did you study at all, like as a lawyer leading up for this?
This absolutely was not necessary for this role. And I've played a divorce
Some legal jargon here and there.
Yeah,
I played study up a little bit, but
I played a divorce lawyer on TV before called Mismatch a long time ago when I was 25. And again, not practicing legal to do that either. Maybe I'm a really bad actor, but I just focus on the insides. Yes. It's not like I'm getting to pretend to be a lawyer. I don't have to actually do anything in terms of being responsible that way. So you can use your imagination.
Right.
A lot of research. I actually wanted to be a lawyer when I was a kid, but it's too much research. So
a lot of school,
a lot of school,
a lot of tests you gotta pass.
A lot of school. Yes.
It's better to just pretend to play
pretend
one.
to be a lawyer.
Yes.
Exactly. If you mess something up, nobody's gonna hold it against you.
Exactly.
Well, you mentioned, that of thinking about being a lawyer as a kid, but you started acting really young. What drew you to that, getting on in front of the camera?
Well, a lot of things. I just had a thought though of this scene. Sorry to go back for a second.
Yeah, of course.
This scene where my character is teaching these. In the top of the show, you will feel like I'm talking to something it's like I'm talking to a room of adults about being a lawyer and how important it is and how serious it is. And I'm saying the worst things. I'm talking about how you don't want to get close to anyone. You can't trust anyone. You may as well give up. Just give up. But then you find out I'm talking to a room full of young kids. And that's where her mentality is. She's
Right.
Jaded.
She's low.
Yeah. And then my
real low.
assistant pushes them out of the room. And I go, that went well. And she means it. And she's like, yeah, they're going to need tons of therapy. And I said, well, therapy's been great for me. So she's just a bit, stuck.
Yeah.
I wanted to be an actor because I think I saw a lot of theater with my mom and dad when I was little in England in the West End. My mom was English. My dad is English. And so we spent a lot of time there, and I saw a lot of theater, and I was just never had any idea of I was a theater nerd. That's really all it was. I had no desire. I didn't aspire to be in movies or aspire to be in television at all. I just had that wasn't even in my brain. I just loved theater. And then when I started these acting classes, I think I found my people a little bit. There was a sort of, I felt more connect. My junior high school was really basic, like not a lot of depth at the time. It was just the conversations and I really wanted to talk about big things, and I didn't really fit in, and I was kind of I was sort of ousted by the girls in school.
Where was this school?
In San Mateo High. It was called Crocker Middle School, and there was a lot of. It was 7th and 8th grade were really hard for me, and it was just not fun. And so when I went into acting, I could talk about juicy things with people. The kids in the class were all older than me, and being around 17-year-olds when I was 12 and listening to them cry about their parents or, have this complexity, I just clearly was into drama.
Yeah.
It was more interesting and juicy. And so, I just kept that up and then started working. And then all of it was just kind of a surprise. I was working as an actor, and I just wanted to act. I just enjoyed acting, and then suddenly I was working really hard at it.
When you say that 7th and 8th grade were really hard for you, and then you were drawn to the people in your class that were older, did you always sort of feel that way growing up? Like you wanted to be a part of the adult conversation? Like, you know, say your parents are talking, like you want to be in the room and not being able to like really relate to the kids in your class?
I don't specifically remember it with my parents, but what I know is I had English parents, so I was raised differently. You know, there was just, and also it's a different generation. They weren't paying attention to anything we did about anything, you know? So it was just like, it was like, do we exist? Do you know what I mean? And so, I mean, it's so different than how you raise your children now, I think. And so, what was I going to say about my mom and dad when they were, I was watching Fawlty Towers and Dallas and Falcon Crest. Probably you're way too young for these.
Yeah.
And
Dallas, yes.
And the craziest one is Thornbirds. The Thornbirds, which you guys would not have seen, but it's a priest and this younger woman. And like these were the kinds of shows that my parents were watching, and I would watch them with them. So my television introduction was all inappropriate, all like really high drama,
not
sexual.
censored. It's not like you can't watch this.
No, like I go to Common Sense Media for every single thing my kid watches, you know, and it was just like sex. I mean,
where we were watching The Sopranos.
Right.
Like,
right. And you're too young. So I think maybe that was the more adult part, I guess. But no, I just wanted to be, when I would go to a friend's house, I wanted to hang out with their brothers and sisters, the older ones. You know?
Yeah.
Was it different growing up, like in that area of California, having British parents?
I think so.
Yeah.
They were very different than everyone else in Northern California.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there weren't any. I mean, my mom had some friends that, I'm trying to think of who was English. But and she was a flight attendant for Pan Am, so her friends were flight attendants. But I would go see those. You had to drive to Marin County to see them, and that was a 45-minute drive. So maybe longer. So the people in our little neighborhood, my mom wasn't really friendly with them, and it was my mom stuck to her English people and her Pan Am ladies and the people that rescued dogs. She was so into animal rescue, so she would stick with those guys.
Yeah.
How did it go from loving theater, wanting to be in theater, to then you going to acting classes and then eventually auditioning for movies and TV?
Well, the acting class part, I know. So when I was, I think, 14 years old, so in the beginning of acting class, I was terrible. Although my dad had spotted this talent in me at school and decided that I should go to acting classes, at first I was sort of narcoleptic in there. I just fall asleep through everything. So I think I was processing some trauma. And then eventually and I would giggle. There was a boy in there that I had a huge crush on. He ended up being super gay, but I had a dream about him last night. Shout out to Jonah Blackman.
You're still relevant. Still relevant.
Yeah.
I mean, and he actually lived really near me, but I was loved Jonah Blackman, and so in class I would just giggle and would so excited to be in class with him, and it was just a mess. And then one day I sort of clicked in this scene, and I was doing a scene with Amit Edelman, who I still keep in touch with, and something clicked, and I suddenly dropped into what this was about, and then they invited me. The Judy O'Neill, who was the sort of management of all of this, asked me to come join her for the summer. I lived in Northern California, and she asked me to join her in LA for the summer. And this was a great opportunity for me, because I didn't really understand what it meant, other than I was going to leave where I was from, which was a great thing, leave my home and go be with a bunch of younger people, or older than me, but young people in a house in LA and do acting all summer long. That sounded amazing. So I did that. And shortly after, they put on a showcase. And at the showcase, I remember doing these 2 scenes, and they went very well. But at the end, I just stayed in the back, and everyone was told to go out and mingle with the casting directors and the agents. But I was like, I don't want to do that. So I stayed in the back, and then I didn't talk to anybody. I was really shy. And then the next day, she sort of went around and talked to everybody about what meetings they had. And I just, again, had zero expectation other than hearing, Brandon has an interview. Oh, Eric has an interview. That would be Eric Dane to you. He was there.
Wow.
Bridget Walsh, whatever. But these people, like this person has a meeting. And then when it got to me, I had these meetings. And so I went and had these meetings. And then I started auditioning like crazy. And then that's what happened.
Crazy. We just hit 30 years with Clueless, which is iconic for so many reasons, right? But what was it like for you at that time to even just be cast in that role?
Well, I had a meeting with Amy Heckerling, and I knew she was very fancy because I knew she'd done Fast Times at Ridgemont High, which I can't remember if I'd already seen it or I saw it right after, but I know I knew she was a fancy, important person. And she asked me to do it with her. And then it was interesting because all the studios said no to it. Like, it was sort of almost happening, and that's why she was casting it. But then I can't remember what happened, but it got shut down. It was supposed to be at Fox. And I remember being there doing they wanted to do a sort of a screen test with me for it. And then they said, you have it. But then it went away. And they said, they don't want to make it because no one wants to see a movie about a young girl. Like, that's not interesting. So they didn't do it. And then Scott Rudin got involved, and then Paramount picked it up, and then we were doing it again. But I was in France making a film called Le Nouveau Monde with Alan Corneau and James Gandolfini.
Wow.
Your Sopranos.
Yeah.
And we were doing that film, and I got a fax. Guess you guys don't even know what a fax is. There was a fax. There was a fax, and it said, "Hun." It said like "Doll" or "Hun." We're back on, like, we're gonna make the movie or whatever. And it was super cute.
What a life-changing
Yeah,
fact.
wow, it really was.
Yes.
While filming Clueless, did you have any idea it was going to be such a defining moment in pop culture?
No, there's no way we could know what a cultural phenomenon that was going to be. There was no way, and I didn't have any expectations for it. I just was excited to play the part. It was so fun. Such a good acting job because I was nothing like that girl. I mean, I think I have her heart, but I didn't have. I'm kind of getting more fashionable now, but at the time I was a jeans and a green T-shirt kind of girl, and I went to every single audition with my green T-shirt. I thought I wouldn't get the job if I didn't have the green T-shirt on. It's just like
so just complimented everything.
I just wore it every day. A little pocket.
Yeah,
just boring T-shirt.
And
I didn't understand the things that she was interested in. I had no interest in any of that stuff. I was like, a little bit more of a, I don't know what you call it.
Hey,
not her, not fabulous, not fabulous the way she is.
You don't have the closet, spewing out your outfits every day.
Right. She was, that you're right. A lot of her stuff was due to her environment. She was raised in a very big house with a fancy dad, lawyer, and she had everything at her fingertips, and she got everything she wanted, and she was incredibly confident, and everything was going her way, and she was a happy little girl.
Yeah. Well, you saying that you weren't interested in the same things that Cher was interested in, did you keep any of Cher's wardrobe?
I got delusional while we were shooting and thought that I would wear those things. And so I did. I took a lot of the things, but then quickly realized, how would I go from jeans and a green T-shirt to wearing Mary Janes and knee-highs to go everywhere? Like, that wasn't going to I loved it, but it didn't make sense for me as a human. So I gave it all away.
No. Did you give it away before you knew how big it was?
I think I already knew, but I didn't know. Like, it all happened.
Yeah.
But then I didn't even think of it. I just
it's interesting
was gone.
to think of like where some of those pieces are now. Maybe they've had quite the journey.
Somebody out
where they
there
are.
has Cher's outfits, and they are now 30 years later. They're just prancing around their house wearing it.
Gia Coppola got given a lot of them, which is Jackie Coppola's daughter, but we don't know where she's put them. So either she's got them stashed somewhere,
Right.
or she gave them away too.
Yeah, right, exactly. It could be the traveling shares closet.
Yeah, 90s fashion is so big right now. I feel like people talk about Gen Z, like they talk about it like it's Gen Z fashion, but really it's a lot of 90s material. Do you see that now and you're like, how is this stuff making a comeback?
Well, it's been making a comeback from where I sit for 15 years or something. I remember when a long time ago people were like, the 90s are back. And I've seen designers, do things with Clueless inspired for a very long time. So, remember when Iggy Azalea did?
Yes.
Right? And there's been like, I think, I can't remember what who designed that Natalie Portman, but she was wearing basically my yellow suit, I think. And there's just been many moments like that all from, since for a long time. So yes, it's happening again. But to me, it's sort of been going on for a very long time.
Yeah.
It's also probably one of the most iconic Halloween costumes, I feel like, that's done every single year. Are you ever surprised around that time when you see like other major celebrities dressing up as Cher? Like I feel like there's always somebody who does it.
Oh yeah, Kim Kardashian did it beautifully with her daughter, where her daughter played,
I think her and North did,
Stacey Dash. She played Dion, and Kim did me, and it was great. They looked amazing. They really looked great.
I was gonna say it's every year. It's such a classic.
And I even learned what Elia was from Clueless. The design.
Me too.
That's so true. And everybody's so excited after the news that we will be getting a Clueless, reboot, I guess is the way you could put it. And you are involved in it. I know you can't tell us very much, but what can you share with us about it?
Well, for the last 30 years, people have been asking, when is there going to be another, what are you going to do? And I just assumed we were never going to do that because I knew Amy Heckerling had no interest.
Yeah.
But she did do a TV show version for herself a long time ago, and she did a musical version of it for herself. So I don't know why she was sort of not into doing. I think it was one of those things where she didn't, it was done so beautifully.
Yeah.
I guess why mess with it? I don't know. But I just always said, ask her. It's not happening. And then the Super Bowl, I was asked to do the Super Bowl commercial. And that was, as an actress, that was really scary because I thought, I just don't want to mess it up. I just don't want to mess this up for anyone. People really love this. And I love it, and God, would it just be so tragic? And so but then I did it, and it was so fun.
Yeah.
And I thought, I only got to do it for 2 days, and that didn't feel like enough. And I was in Amsterdam shooting this crazy film called Crazy House, which I love, with Nick Frost. But it's a little... If you like crazy movies, you should see Crazy House. But it's a little
got crazy in the name.
It's a little too crazy for most people. Most people are like, oh. But if you like wild, it's great. And when I was there, they called and said, "Do you want to do this?" And we sort of talked about it, and so that's what we're doing. We've been talking about it for a long time. It's been like 2 years, and it's in development. We're very, very baby stages. And I'm hopeful we can make it good.
And you will be reprising your role.
Yes. Yes.
Amazing. I think everybody's hoping for that.
Yes. Do you think the Super Bowl commercial was the catalyst to kind of having this come?
I don't
back
know.
up?
I think I don't know. I'd have to ask Josh and Stephanie what made them want to do it. But I know that because they didn't know about it. I don't think I think I had shot it and it hadn't come out yet. They didn't even know about it. So no, it was not.
Right. There you go.
It was just all in the ether.
Yep.
So yeah. Because I remember having to tell them on the phone, well, guys, just so you know.
We just did this,
no, that didn't come out yet.
Now, I know you can't say much about what it's going to be or a lot of details, but is there any goals you have with this series?
Yeah, I think what I really want is to honor, I'm excited, but I also really want to honor what we all love about it. And also hopefully bring something really new and fresh to it at the same time. And I'm hopeful we'll do that. I'm confident we'll do that. And, but that's my goal, is just not to mess it up. and to make it great. And we'll see. But luckily, I have a lot of other things to distract me, so I don't really think about it because, like, Pretty Thing is out right now. This psychological. What did I say? Erotic. Yes. Erotic thriller.
Erotic.
And Carl Glessman is amazing, and I think you guys would like him. And then after this, Begonia is with Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons, and we have the world premiere in Venice.
What was that like?
Which we're working with them.
Yeah, on that set. I mean, Yorgos is.
I love Yorgos. This was my second time with Yorgos, and he's my favorite. He is so brilliant, but you know what? Justin Kelly's really beautiful too. Doing Pretty Thing with him. I worked with both of those guys twice, but Yorgos is. I couldn't be more of a fan of his work. I don't know if you guys have seen Dogtooth. It's his first film. I believe it's his first film. And it's in Greek and subtitled, but it is so brilliant. So if you like his films, it's really, really worth seeing. And I love all of his movies, but to me, he's a brilliant genius. I do anything for him.
Right, because it just feels like it's there's been so much buzz around his more recent projects. So it's just so exciting to, obviously, I'm sure, to be in what's coming up from him. Yeah.
We did Killing of a Sacred Deer together, which maybe is his more obscure one. That was with Nicole Kidman and Colin Farrell. But Kinds of Kindness was amazing. Poor Things was amazing. The Favorite is amazing. Like, they're all great. And this one's great. Begonia, I just saw it. Begonia, I have a small part in it. I'm so happy to support these two. Jesse and Emma they kill it. And he does all, Yorgos is just an artist, and it's divine to work with him.
Yeah. What have you taken away from working with him on set?
It's so hard to explain because it's so different than the way he works is so different than anyone I've ever worked with. I mean, I've worked with really incredible people: David Mamet, Kenneth Branagh, Donald Margulies, Daniel Sullivan. Like, there's some wonderful, but the way that he works is just different. They all work differently, but there's little things he does that, you make sense of something. Like, your job as an actor is to make sense of material. And so you'll make sense of the material so that you really understand what you're saying. And then he'll be like, make that not make sense.
You should be confusing people.
Like, you kind of short circuit. You're like, how do I make, I spent so much time trying to make this make sense. How do I make it not make sense? And he just has these really wonderful little tricks and interesting thoughts. And I remember the first time I auditioned for Killing of a Sacred Deer, and I think in the notes it said something like, say this with no emotion, and or like nothing dramatic. You just wanted it very, very. So what you sort of do is, from my end, is fill it with everything I usually would, but then just kind of go real simple about it. I don't know. I think he's so talented. I don't know. It's really hard to explain his work, but
I feel like we get that from just even watching. It's
good.
Just like it's
good. Exactly. Well, that's so exciting to be able to work with so many different people, and you have so many exciting projects coming up. Yeah. I want to ask, because we did talk about it on this show when it happened, when you posted about the berry that you found on the street.
Oh, a berry
on the tree, and you filmed yourself being like, is this okay to eat? And then we never got an update.
You didn't?
I don't think you updated.
I did.
Did you? Because I
wrote something cheeky.
Maybe you missed it then,
must
Ria.
have missed the update because I was waiting.
She was worried.
Because I think the internet
was
like,
dead?
Yeah,
everybody thought I was dead.
Yeah, no, the internet was like,
don't eat that.
No, the internet was like, do not eat that. And then you went dark for a little bit. And it was like you were playing a little game on everybody.
I wasn't trying to. I was shooting Irish Blood.
There you go. Like, I'm in Ireland, the time zone.
I wasn't shooting Irish Blood. I was shooting Begonia with, and I was in London. And I knew that was not a tomato, but this English girl was telling me that was a tomato. I said, it's not a tomato. I grow tomatoes. It's not a tomato. And so I took a bite of it.
And what happened?
Nothing.
Nothing?
It's
Okay.
fine. Like
Well,
zero.
I mean, you're here, so.
Absolutely nothing.
Okay,
like
because-
you'd have to eat 10 of them. Thank you to the internet for explaining to me
Yes.
that you'd have to eat like, everyone wrote in and was like,
Right.
oh,
The
you're
internet
gonna
was screaming
die,
at
you're
you.
poisoned.
Right,
and
right,
it's
right.
like,
It's
that's
like, no,
actually
you have to
not
have a
true. You have to
lethal
eat like
amount.
10 of them to have anything happen. But still, it wasn't delicious. I spit it right out on camera.
Relief.
It was not
Well,
good.
let
It
me tell
didn't
you, I
taste
brought
good.
it up on this show, and I was like, listen, we need an update, guys.
I think I posted the next day a hot picture saying, "Don't worry, I didn't swallow." I thought that was funny.
That is very, very cheeky, very funny.
That is
the
just
perfect
amazing.
response. The perfect
That's amazing.
response.
That is the perfect response.
Because I was just like, calm down.
Yeah, right. It's like
Fine.
you just go back. It's like you put your phone down, you go about your life,
Yeah.
and you pick it back up, and it's like,
I was
whoa.
like, whatever.
Yeah. That is so funny.
I mean, I got calls from my agents, calls from management. Like everybody was like, "Are you all right?" I said, "Fine." I showed up to work. Everyone was worried. At Begonia, they were like, "Are you okay?" Fine.
Yeah.
I was in the camp.
It's totally fine. But yeah, people seem to think that it's funny. But I like foraging for food. So yeah, you should probably know more about what you're putting in your mouth.
Right.
But I do like to eat food off the streets.
Right off the vine.
You
Right
find
off the
them like
vine.
blackberries in Ireland.
Yeah.
And I did that when I was little. I did another movie right after all of this called Christmas. It's a rom-com.
Yes. What did you say?
It's
called?
Merry Xmas.
Yes.
And that's super fun to do a comedy. And I'm trying to think if we ate anything naughty on that or like what happened.
Play on words, Xmas.
Yeah, Xmas. Yeah.
I love that. That's great. No, that is so funny. You are always a little afraid to like pick it right. You're just like, that looks tasty.
Yeah.
But you never fully know. But you
I
have
think
you
I
have a
was
massive
just-
garden and stuff at home.
Yeah, I grow
Grow,
loads of food. So I knew it wasn't a tomato, and I guess I was trying to prove that to her.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm positive this isn't a tomato, but there's 1%
But
that
what
thinks it
is it?
is. So
Yes.
I don't think it is.
Right. It's like when you know something for sure, but then when you are so sure about
She
it, you're
was
like,
so-
I could be wrong.
Yes, exactly. And she was positive. So
Yeah.
and she was completely wrong. So I was just like,
You're proving the point.
I'm going to eat it, and I will tell you that it is not.
How old is your son now?
He's 14.
14. So that's a funky teenage age right now, right? Like, does he watch your movies and shows, or is he kind of like, that's mom's work?
He has watched the first movie he saw of mine. Because when I was little, I just told him my mommy did puppet shows because that made the most sense of how to articulate what we do.
Yeah.
to a little person. And
Puppet shows.
Puppet
is so-
shows.
Puppet shows.
Mommy said
Yeah.
puppet shows. I was thinking I was like 4 years old or
Yep.
something. And then he saw Clueless when he was 5 because it was at the big cemetery where we have these big screenings, Hollywood Cemetery in LA. It's kind of a really amazing space. It's an outdoor theater and it's massive. And so that was amazing for him to see that. And then I think he saw Scooby-Doo 2. We had a lot of
Perfect.
we had a
Yes.
very heavy controversy in our house over which he said, "You're not the bad guy," and I was like, "I am the bad guy." We went through a whole thing of trying to uncover
Right.
if
Yeah.
I'm the bad guy, but I'm definitely the bad
Yeah,
guy.
you're definitely the bad guy. in
But
that.
he's like, "No, because you take your thing off, and then that person takes." I'm like, "I know,
very thoughtful.
lot of
That is-
layers,
yes,
yeah.
He
that's
just
very-
was like,
he's
"You're
but
not the
it's
bad
not
guy."
really
Yeah.
you.
It's not
is it?
really you." Yep. So we went through that for a while, and then he loved Babysitter's Club.
Okay.
Loved that, and he was 8 when that came out. He said, "Mom, this is going to be as big as Clueless." And then what happened? I don't know. I think that's all he's seen. And then he did see Irish Blood.
I was gonna say, so
because he's
that's-
14, so
Yeah.
I let him watch it.
Right. Yep.
And because I was producing and working on all the edits, I would work on each edit as it came in, and so each episode I would touch it like 5 or 6 times. By the time it got to the last round, which is pre-lock, I thought, "Oh, I'll show it to him," and I thought I wasn't sure if he would like it or not, and he loved it. So that was a big thing.
Yeah, the perfect entryway into some crime drama for him.
Yeah, exactly. At the right age. We do have to wrap up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much
Yeah,
for
thank you so
joining us.
much.
It's a good way to bring it back to Irish Blood to wrap it all up. The first 2 episodes everyone can watch on August 11th, Acorn TV. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having me.
The only thing we love as much as meeting you guys, doing our shows, is delicious cocktails. And no one serves up real delicious drinks like RumHaven. And we will be serving up delicious RumHaven drinks in Charleston Thursday, August 21st. We cannot wait to hang out with you guys. We can't wait to see you. It's going to be super exciting. All details are posted online on our Instagram, so you can check it out. We cannot wait to hang out with you guys in Charleston and drink some delicious RumHaven drinks. RumHaven is made with coconut water and no artificial flavors or preservatives for a clean and refreshing taste. You cannot beat the taste of real coconut water. It's delicious, it's clean, and it's refreshing. Enjoy RumHaven straight over ice with a splash of club soda or in your favorite juice. Head to rumhaven.com/chicksintheoffice to learn more. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another game of Beat Ria and Fran. This is game number 184. We are joined by Christine and Allie, some fellow Long Islanders in the mix. We're super excited to play, so let's get into it.
Thanks for having us.
Were you about to cough?
Yeah, I was.
It's okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to hold it in. All right. 15 questions. You get the question right, you get the point. If you get it wrong, the other team can steal the point. Whoever has the most points at the end wins. To determine who goes first, Noah's going to give us a movie. We're going to guess the Rotten Tomatoes critic score of that movie. Whoever is closest will go first, and we all get our own individual guess. We'll alternate between teams for guesses. So, Noah, what is today's movie?
Today's movie is in theaters, Materialists. The Pedro Pascal, Dakota Fanning.
Wow, okay, a new one. A new.
In Chris Evans.
I was just looking these up. Okay.
I was just going to watch this because you can rent it now on...
I don't think
can you?
I don't think it's that good.
So one of you guys guess first.
Okay.
Do you want to go first?
Sure. Let me see. I'll guess 52.
Okay, I'm going to go 34.
I'm going to go 43.
That's literally what I was going to guess. I just looked it up and saw it.
Mm-hmm.
And like in my head was like, oh, darn, that's low, you know? But I don't remember what it was. Shit. What did you say? You said 34.
34.
She said 43. 50. I'm going to say 60.
That's the closest, 79.
Oh!
Okay, so high score.
All right.
High
Wait, what
score.
did I see?
It actually went up 1%. I just checked since I made this last night.
Oh, shit.
Maybe it was like the Google review or something.
Yeah, I thought
was like it didn't have a lot of stars.
Maybe
and I was like, oh,
Human review.
yeah.
All right, question number 1 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Sam from Boston. In season 8 of Vanderpump Rules, where does Beau propose to Stassi?
This is to us.
Yeah,
The graveyard.
The Hollywood graveyard, yeah. Final answer.
Correct. All right, 1-0. Ria and Fran. Question number 2 to Christine and Allie. Shout out Alex from Toronto. What 2 Taylor Swift songs are in the trailer for The Summer I Turned Pretty season 3?
Don't watch the show.
I watched the show.
Summer I Turned. I don't know. Let's just guess two.
It's the Red. Loving You is Red. That
Okay,
one.
Red.
And
Love Story.
no.
I have no idea.
Oh my gosh.
Shake It Off.
No.
That would be weird.
15 seconds.
That is Loving You is Red and
Can you think of any lyrics or tune? Because I might know it if you sing it or like hum it.
no, I'm not sure on the second one.
5.
Okay, Red and Love Story.
I
Incorrect.
think it's My Tears Ricochet.
Is it? For this season, though, it was Red and another. It was like Red but another like love one, because it was like, ooh, Jeremiah got this, but then Conrad got Red.
15.
But I can't think of what it was.
So should we just guess my guess?
Yeah, go.
All right, Red and My Tears Ricochet.
Incorrect.
Damn.
Red and Daylight.
Daylight.
I'm sorry.
I would have
No,
no.
you know what I kept thinking? You know what I always confuse Daylight and I always think Daylight is Delicate. Like in my head, I was going Red and Delicate, but Delicate's not. Yeah, that's not it.
Okay, still 1-0 Ria and
I
Fran.
can
Question number
see
3
Daylight. Ugh.
to them. Shout out Sunny from Egg Harbor City, New Jersey. Which Grey's Anatomy actress also appeared in The Princess Diaries?
Sandra Oh.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Final answer.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh Oh my god, yeah.
I kept saying Christina in my
Yeah,
head.
yeah.
Okay, 2-0 Ria and Fran. Question number 4 to Christine and Allie. Shout out Laura from LA. In what order were these Zac Efron movies released? 17 Again, Hairspray, High School Musical 3.
I think High School Musical 3 was
First.
I think. I know the High School movie. Those were like when we were in high school.
I would do High School Musical 3.
And then 17 Again or Hairspray.
Hairspray.
Hairspray second.
Hairspray, and then
17 again.
17
Because he
again.
was like really hot. in
Hairspray.
17 Again.
15 seconds.
Hairspray was like 2006
So
or something
hot.
like that.
Okay. Yeah. So let's do
High School Musical 3. Hairspray, 17 Again.
Incorrect.
It's
Hairspray,
High School Musical 3.
Yeah,
17
again.
Yeah, Hairspray first.
Yes.
Yeah. Hairspray, High School Musical 3.
Correct.
17. Yes.
I know exactly where I was for
2000
each of those.
2007.
Hairspray came out between the two.
2007, 2008, 2009.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh my god.
Hairspray was between 1, 2,
What a
and
couple
3.
years he was having.
Yeah, seriously.
Really?
Okay, 3-0 Ria and Fran. Question number 5 to them. Shout out to Sam from Boston. Name this year. Teresa Giudice goes to prison. Scream Queens premieres. Zayn Malik leaves One Direction.
This was
13? No.
I want to say
14.
14.
I like 14. Because I was an intern 2012, 13, 14. Yes, that
I
summer
just-
I was an intern. I remember exactly where I was
Yeah.
when Zayn left One
I
Direction.
remember I was in high school
Yeah.
and there were literally people were shrieking in the hallway.
I was like working a weird summer
10
job in
seconds.
Morristown, New Jersey. Okay, 2014.
2014.
Yeah.
Incorrect.
Oh no!
Christine.
2015.
13.
13 or 15?
13 or 15.
I love Scream Queens. I don't remember.
Did it come out when we were in
I think it came out
college?
when we were in college. That's
So,
why I
like,
feel like
15?
15, but they were so sure it was 13 or 14. I feel like 15.
I don't think it came
think
out when we were in
came out
college, so 15.
Okay, sure. Final answer, 15.
Correct.
Ah, yeah. We were a year ahead. That internship was a year later.
Okay, 3-1 Ria and Fran. Question number 6 to Christine and Allie. Shout out Heather from Sumter, South Carolina. In season 3 of Gossip Girl, which song does Lady Gaga perform at the end of Dan's cringy musical?
We were hoping for no.
No, Gossip Girl.
That's not our. Okay, so Gossip Girl, Lady Gaga. I mean, that was her early stuff, so it had to be like Poker Face, Just Dance. What else? Alejandro. That wouldn't be performed.
15 seconds.
Telephone. That's what Beyonce.
Poker Face or
I feel
or
like
Just
Poker
Dance.
Face would be like topical to Gossip Girl.
Okay.
5 seconds.
all right.
I don't know. Poker Face.
Poker Face.
Final answer.
Incorrect. So Ria and
I
Fran.
mean, why do I not remember this at all?
Yeah, she's in it. Is it Just Dance? It was between Just Dance and Poker Face
All right,
in my
let's
mind.
go Just Dance then.
Yeah.
Okay, Just Dance.
Incorrect. Bad Romance.
Oh.
It's got to be one of
I had
those, you know what I
Has
mean?
to be one of them.
It's going to be one of them.
I'm really not trusting my gut because my gut, my first thought was Bad Romance.
Well, then, yeah.
I know.
We threw you off.
And then we're like Poker Face, Just Dance. I was like, oh, it's definitely actually one of those two.
Okay, still 3-1 Ria and Fran. Question number 7 to them. Shout out Jordan from Kansas City. In Friends, what was the one condition that Emily gave Ross in order for her to agree to get back together with him?
He couldn't be friends with Rachel
Right? No,
anymore.
yeah.
Couldn't be around Rachel.
Final answer.
Correct. There you go.
That's an easy one. That one, if I didn't know that one, then,
Right, and that
then I
one-
never even saw the show.
Honestly, you don't even have to watch the show to know that.
that's like,
Right.
you might as well have never even saw the show if you don't get that one.
Okay, question number 8. It's 4-1 Ria and Fran. This is to Christine and Allie. Shout out Heather from Sumter, South Carolina again. Which real-life supermodel plays the role of Emily's work friend Serena in The Devil Wears Prada?
I'm pretty sure it's Kate Moss.
Between Kate Moss or Giselle.
Oh, is it Giselle?
15
Oh, shoot.
seconds.
Now I'm picturing Giselle with like the cute
Yeah.
glasses and stuff. Let's go
I
Giselle.
think Giselle.
Yeah, Giselle. Final answer.
Correct.
Okay, thank God.
That was one where I was like, please say Kate Moss
Yeah,
instead.
she does wear those cute glasses.
I'm
Yeah.
picturing both of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Glasses, like they
Yeah,
both
she looked
had that
very, very chic.
Very chic.
at the time.
Okay, 4-2 Ria and Fran. Question number 9 to them. Shout out Jake from Baltimore. In Harry Potter, what is the name of the wand shop located in located in Diagon Alley?
Ollivanders.
Duh.
Final answer.
Correct.
Yeah, no brainer.
Obvi.
All right, 5-3. Ria and Fran. Question number 10. And this is to Christine and Allie. I'm going to play a movie clip, and you tell me what movie it's from.
I've gotten all these things for her. I've gotten all these things for her. Now she just wants to run away. She even wants to leave that. Jay, you can't repeat the past.
Can't repeat the past.
No.
Why, of course you can.
Of course you can. It's my favorite actor. My dog is named Leo. Of course you can. No, it's not Inception, I don't think. I think it's something else, but I'm of course blanking out on it. Of course you can. Oh my god, this is gonna kill me.
10 seconds.
No, it's not. It's not Inception, but I can't think of what it is. What else would it be? It's not Titanic. It's not Catch Me If You Can.
Final answer.
Catch Me If You Can.
Incorrect.
Great Gatsby.
Jay.
It's Great Gatsby.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Great Gatsby. Final
Correct.
answer.
That will haunt me.
That is great movie.
Yeah. Took me a second for Tobey Maguire just has a very distinct
Mhm.
voice, I think.
I know that one.
And it's
Yeah,
also
I
like when you say the character's name.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he literally said Jay.
Yeah.
Okay, 6-2.
So might as well have said had him saying old sport.
Yeah. Oh, classic.
6-2, Ria and Fran. This is question number 11 to them. Shout out Heather again from Sumter, South Carolina. In Pitch Perfect, what is the name of the university where the movie takes place?
Ugh, don't know.
I don't know. I will not really ever get any Pitch Perfect trivia. I don't think
I love actually Pitch Perfect
Yeah.
and the second one, but I don't know the name of the college. I don't.
Me neither. Pass.
Okay, to Christine and Allie.
Barden University.
The Barden Bella. It's
Final answer.
Correct.
Barden.
Yeah, really just context clues there.
Yeah.
Down to the Barden
Probably
Bellas.
could have thought about that
Probably
one
could.
a little
Yeah, I
harder.
didn't even think about it.
But I didn't even remember that.
All right, 6-3, Ria and Fran. Question number 12 to Christine and Allie. Shout out Cara from... Oh my god, this is a tough one. Cara from Mississauga.
Sure. I don't know.
Yeah. I gotta look this up. Where is this? Mississauga.
Oh, she.
Oh, it's in Canada, and it's in Ontario.
Nice.
Okay.
That's why it's.
That's why it's tricky.
Okay, in the first Shrek movie, what song is performed during the final scene at Shrek and Fiona's wedding? I need the song name and the artist.
Is it accidentally in love?
Oh,
My Smash Mouth.
or Believer.
Because Believer is the closing. Is that at the wedding? I mean, Believer is like the song,
Yeah.
but is that at the wedding? I don't know. It's like it's making me feel like it's a trick question.
I think
The
we're
fact that you said you
overthinking.
have an artist.
Yeah.
Should we just say Believer?
Yeah.
Smash
10
Mouth?
seconds.
Okay, Believer by Smash Mouth.
Incorrect.
Or I'm a Believer. Okay.
Oh, okay. You know what? Yeah, we'll give it to
I'm a
we'll give it to
Believer.
her.
Yeah.
It was I'm a Believer.
I'm
so
a
I was
Believer.
just,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, please say I'm please say I'm
Sorry.
All right, 6-4.
That's
Making a comeback. Question number 13 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Jake from Baltimore again. In the 2010 movie The Other Guys, 15-year anniversary yesterday, Michael Keaton plays the police captain, Captain Gene, but he also has a second job. Where does he work for his second job?
I don't know. I'm not like
I
good
don't
at
watch
the other guys.
I don't
trivia.
watch the other. I actually don't think I've ever
Oh.
seen the other
It's
guys
like
all
one
the
of
way
Matt's
through.
favorite movies,
It's-
and
Yeah.
I've seen it
Yeah,
a bunch, but like
yeah.
it's not one that like I'm
Is
picking
the
up
other
on.
guys is Wahlberg
And Will Ferrell
Yeah.
and Will? Okay,
and
yeah.
Eva Mendes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
10
I don't know
seconds,
either.
nothing?
I mean,
Yeah.
I have no
Damn.
clue.
Okay, to Christine and Allie.
I just watched it, but I don't remember specifically. I think it's like a retail store or something. Like, where does he work? His second job. It's something mundane, like Staples or something.
Do you need the place or just like a cashier or like
I'm not the wrong movie. I'm sorry. Was the question where or what his job title is?
Where?
Where? I don't know. Let's just say. I think I'm thinking of like the Office at Staples, but
all right, go for it. Yeah.
Staples.
Incorrect. Bed Bath and Beyond.
Okay, I had the right idea.
Definitely the right track.
Do you remember that scene though, like where he's giving like a huge pep talk and then he forgets that he's at the wrong?
Yeah.
Bed Bath and Beyond. Okay, it is still 6-4 Ria and Fran. So Christine and Allie are gonna have to get these last two right. Question number 14 to them. Shout out Carly from Chatham, Ontario. Which male artist is featured on Shakira's songs Hips Don't Lie and sings the line, "Refugees run the seas because we own our own boats, no fighting"? I kind of put a little accent on there. Did you notice that?
You did.
I just couldn't help myself.
You did. You did. I did notice that.
Sounds like that would be.
Which I feel like could have been a hint.
It could have been like,
No.
Sean Paul.
Sure.
Sean Paul.
Final
answer.
Incorrect.
Is it Akon?
Yes.
Because of the way he just did that.
It is. It is
Akon.
Akon.
It's Akon.
It is.
Yeah, final answer.
Incorrect.
No.
It's Wyclef Jean.
Oh, Wyclef Jean.
Why did I so confidently give you yes, it's Akon?
Yeah, you're like,
yeah.
it is.
I'm like, it's definitely Akon.
I felt good about that.
I did too. I saw featuring Akon in parentheses.
Honestly, no fight. Yeah, we should.
No fight.
No fighting. Yeah.
Okay, that seals a victory for Ria and Fran.
Woo.
We'll do this last question. Question number 15 to them. Shout out Shayna from New Orleans. What two places do Harry and Sally randomly bump into each other before they become friends in the movie When Harry Met Sally?
Ooh. I don't know.
Me either.
I haven't watched this movie in a few years.
I'm not quite sure.
Where do they bump into each other?
They randomly run into each other in two different places before they become friends.
A coffee shop and a
post
bookstore.
office. Oh.
Something with a bookstore. Is it just us doing a bookstore in this, or is that a different
We
one?
can do bookstore.
5 seconds.
I'm thinking, I said post office, I'm thinking you got mail, which isn't even like having to do with the post office.
Time is up.
Yeah, bookstore and coffee shop.
Incorrect.
Damn.
Christine and Allie.
Like a park. Like
I was gonna say
in
maybe
like
like
the
a hot dog stand. Like they're in the city.
park.
Hello. I don't know. I've seen the movie, but I don't remember where they ran into each other. So I would, the park is a good one.
Park and coffee shop.
And the coffee shop is a class.
Yeah.
Okay, park
I'm
and
thinking
coffee
of You Got Mail. That's when she works
Incorrect.
in the bookstore.
It's first on an airplane.
Yeah.
And then it's the bookstore.
Oh, it is a bookstore.
He's
Okay,
like
but-
looking through like.
My
the-
God, Meg
Yeah.
Ryan's constantly in a bookstore.
Always.
She's
Always.
that bookstore owner, and You've Got Mail.
All right, well,
All right, final score 6-4.
All right, close
Close
one.
game.
Definitely.
you guys almost came back
I
there.
got nervous at the end.
Yeah, you guys almost got us there at the end, but unfortunately you didn't.
No, we can't be reimprint.
No, that's okay, guys. It's okay. We lost last week. We could have lost again.
Yeah.
But thank
I
you
loved
guys.
the questions last week.
Yeah. You're like, if only.
It's
Classic.
always a crapshoot.
It is. Well, thank you guys so much for playing. It was so nice
Thank
meeting
you.
you guys. And you still get merch.
Thank you,
so
guys.
send Noah your address and sizes, and we'll get that sent to you.
Thank you guys so much.
Thanks,
Bye. Maybe I'll
guys.
run into you in
Bye.
Huntington.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
All right.
All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Thank you so much for watching and listening. The best show on earth. We love you guys so very much. We hope you have an amazing weekend, and we'll talk to you next week.
Yeah, Chicks in the Office, long-time listener, first-time caller.
Look at the charts, who does it the best? Two chicks getting paid in reality checks. You can find them at the gym, it's not even